In the heart of the bustling city, nestled between tall buildings and busy streets, was a quaint park known as Harmony Square. Every weekend, the park came alive with the sounds of laughter, chatter, and most notably, music. Musicians of all kinds would gather there, filling the air with melodies that brought joy to passers-by. One such musician was Lucas, a talented guitarist with a passion for music that resonated through every note he played. Every Saturday, he would set up near the park's fountain, strumming his guitar and singing songs that drew a small crowd of regular listeners. His music had a way of touching people's hearts, making them pause and appreciate the beauty of the moment. Lucas had been playing in Harmony Square for years, and he had become a familiar face to many. Yet, despite his popularity, he remained humble and approachable, always taking the time to chat with those who stopped to listen. His music was his way of connecting with the world, and he cherished the connections he made. One sunny afternoon, as Lucas played a soulful tune, he noticed a young woman standing at the edge of the crowd. She had long, curly hair that framed her face and eyes that sparkled with interest. She seemed captivated by his music, her gaze fixed on him as if she was trying to memorize every note. When Lucas finished his song, the woman approached him, her face lighting up with a smile. "That was beautiful," she said, her voice filled with admiration. "I've never heard anyone play like that before." Lucas smiled, feeling a warmth spread through him at her words. "Thank you," he replied. "I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm Lucas." "Nice to meet you, Lucas." "I'm Emily," she said, extending her hand. They shook hands, and Lucas felt a spark of connection. "Do you come here often, Emily?" "Not really," Emily admitted. "I was just passing by and heard your music. It drew me in." Lucas's smile widened. "I'm glad it did. Music has a way of bringing people together." Emily nodded, her eyes shining with curiosity. "How long have you been playing?" "For as long as I can remember," Lucas said, his fingers lightly strumming the strings of his guitar. "Music has always been a part of my life. It's my way of expressing myself and connecting with others." "That's amazing," Emily said. "I wish I could play an instrument. It must be wonderful to create something so beautiful." "It is," Lucas agreed. "But you don't have to play an instrument to appreciate music. Just listening and feeling the emotions it evokes is enough." Emily smiled, feeling a sense of understanding. "You're right. Music does have a way of touching the soul." They continued to talk, discovering their shared love for music and their similar tastes in artists and genres. Lucas found himself enjoying Emily's company more than he had expected. There was something about her that made him feel at ease, as if they had known each other for years. As the afternoon turned into evening, Lucas packed up his guitar, and Emily helped him gather his things. They walked through the park, chatting and laughing, the connection between them growing stronger with each passing moment. "Would you like to grab a coffee with me?" Lucas asked, feeling a flutter of anticipation. "I'd love that," Emily replied, her eyes brightening with excitement. They found a cozy cafe nearby and settled into a corner booth. The conversation flowed effortlessly, and Lucas learned that Emily was a graphic designer who had recently moved to the city for work. Emily, in turn, learned about Lucas's journey as a musician and his dreams of one day recording his own album. "Your passion for music is inspiring," Emily said, her voice filled with admiration. "I can see how much it means to you." "Thank you, Emily," Lucas replied, feeling a warmth spread through him. "It's not always easy, but music is my way of making sense of the world. It's what I love most." Emily reached across the table and gently touched his hand. "I believe in you, Lucas. I know you'll achieve your dreams." Lucas felt a surge of gratitude and affection for Emily. Her support and encouragement meant more to him than she could ever know. "Thank you, Emily. That means a lot to me." They continued to see each other, their bond growing stronger with each passing day. Emily would often come to Harmony Square to listen to Lucas play, and Lucas found himself looking forward to those moments more than anything else. They spent their evenings exploring the city, sharing their hopes and dreams, and finding comfort in each other's company. One evening, as they walked through the park, Lucas turned to Emily with a thoughtful expression. "Emily, there's something I want to show you," he said, taking her hand and leading her to a small clearing near the fountain. In the clearing stood a beautiful old piano, its keys slightly worn but still capable of producing a rich, melodious sound. Lucas sat down on the bench and patted the spot beside him, inviting Emily to join him. "This piano has been here for years," Lucas explained. "It's been a source of inspiration for many musicians, including myself. I come here sometimes to play when I need to clear my mind." Emily sat down beside him, her eyes filled with wonder. "It's beautiful, Lucas. Will you play something for me?" Lucas smiled and nodded, his fingers gently gliding over the keys. He began to play a soft, haunting melody that filled the air with its beauty. Emily listened, her heart swelling with emotion as the music washed over her. As the last notes faded away, Emily turned to Lucas, her eyes shining with admiration. "That was incredible, Lucas. You have a gift." "Thank you, Emily," Lucas replied, feeling a warmth spread through him. "I'm glad you liked it." They sat together in the clearing, the piano's melody still lingering in the air. Lucas felt a deep sense of connection with Emily, a bond that went beyond words. He knew that he had found someone special, someone who understood him and supported his dreams. As the months passed, their relationship continued to blossom. Emily became Lucas's biggest supporter, attending all of his performances and encouraging him to pursue his dreams. Lucas, in turn, found inspiration in Emily's creativity and passion for her work. They pushed each other to be their best selves, their love growing stronger with each passing day. One evening, as they sat in the clearing by the piano, Lucas turned to Emily with a serious expression. "Emily, there's something I need to tell you," he began, his voice filled with emotion. Emily looked at him, her heart pounding with anticipation. "What is it, Lucas?" "I've been offered a recording contract," Lucas said, his eyes shining with excitement. "It's a chance to record my own album and share my music with the world." Emily's eyes filled with tears of joy. "Oh, Lucas, that's wonderful. I'm so proud of you." "Thank you, Emily," Lucas replied, taking her hands in his. I couldn't have done it without you. Your support and belief in me have meant everything." Emily smiled, her heart full of love for Lucas. "I'll always support you, Lucas. I believe in you with all my heart." Lucas pulled her into his arms, holding her tightly. "I love you, Emily. More than words can say." "I love you too, Lucas," Emily whispered, her voice filled with emotion. As they stood in the clearing, holding each other, Lucas knew that he had found something truly special. Emily was not just his love, she was his muse, his inspiration, and his partner in every sense of the word. The recording process was intense, but with Emily by his side, Lucas felt more confident than ever. They spent long hours in the studio, working on his songs and perfecting each track. Emily's creative input and unwavering support made all the difference, and Lucas knew that this album was a true reflection of their love and collaboration. When the album was finally released, it received widespread acclaim. Lucas's music touched the hearts of many, and his songs became a source of comfort and inspiration for listeners around the world. Emily watched with pride as Lucas's dreams came true, knowing that their love had been a driving force behind his success. To celebrate the album's release, Lucas decided to host a special concert in Harmony Square. The park had always been a place of significance for him, and he wanted to share this milestone with the people who had supported him from the beginning. The evening of the concert was magical. The park was filled with lights and decorations, and a large stage had been set up near the fountain. Friends, family, and fans gathered, eagerly anticipating the performance. As Lucas took the stage, he looked out at the crowd and felt a surge of gratitude and joy. He began to play, his fingers dancing over the strings of his guitar, filling the air with beautiful melodies. The audience was captivated, and the energy in the park was electric. Halfway through the concert, Lucas paused and took a deep breath. "I want to dedicate this next song to someone very special," he said, his voice filled with emotion. "Emily, this is for you. Thank you for believing in me and for being my inspiration. I love you." Emily's eyes filled with tears as Lucas began to play a song he had written just for her. The melody was tender and heartfelt, and the lyrics spoke of their love and the journey they had shared. It was a moment of pure magic, and Emily felt a deep sense of connection and love for Lucas. As the final notes of the song faded away, the crowd erupted in applause. Lucas looked out at the sea of faces and felt a profound sense of accomplishment and happiness. He had achieved his dreams, and he had done it with the support of the woman he loved. After the concert, Lucas and Emily walked through the park, hand in hand, the sounds of the evening still echoing in their hearts. They paused by the fountain, the place where they had first met, and Lucas turned to Emily with a thoughtful expression. "Emily, there's something I've been wanting to ask you," he said, his voice trembling with emotion. Emily looked at him, her heart pounding with anticipation. "What is it, Lucas?" Lucas got down on one knee, pulling a small velvet box from his pocket. "Emily, from the moment we met, I knew you were the one for me. You bring so much joy and love into my life, and I can't imagine my life without you. Will you marry me?" Tears of joy streamed down Emily's face as she nodded, unable to speak. "Yes, Lucas," she finally managed to say. Yes, I will marry you. Lucas slipped the ring onto her finger and stood, pulling her into a tight embrace. They kissed, their hearts full of love and happiness. As they stood in the park, surrounded by the sounds of the city and the music of their hearts, Lucas and Emily knew that their love was timeless, as constant and enduring as the melodies they cherished. And they felt a deep sense of peace, knowing that no matter where life took them, they would always have each other and the music of love that had brought them together.